This Kinna, another career wonders what happened to the power and the spus of the word ko. The Kinna gives many examples of the power, the spus, and the promise of ko. For example, by Avram Avinu, the pasuk says, "Vayomer lo ko yezarecha." By Yitzchak, "V'ani v'anar nelcha ad ko." Regarding Yaakov and his descendants, ko somar l'beis Yaakov. The Kinna gives many other examples of the promises and the spusim of ko, including the bris ben Asarim, Akedas Yitzchak, bris Mila, Matan Torah, Bilam's attempted klala that was transformed into a bracha. But by the Chorban, the Kinna laments that none of these brachos, none of these spusim protected us. Even Birkas Kohanim, which also comes from a pasuk with ko, still didn't protect us. And this was a chiddush, because with every other bracha, conditions are attached to them. There are expectations. And if we don't meet the expectations, there are consequences. But by Birkas Kohanim, the Beis Halevi explains there are no conditions. We obtain the powerful zechusim from the bracha, even if we don't meet any conditions. As such, it's particularly troubling because Birkas Kohanim is primarily recited in Eretz Yisrael. And that's exactly where the Chorban happened. I would add, that's exactly where October 7th happened. I understand that we messed up. I understand that we sinned. And maybe we lost the protection of Spusavos and the other brachos. But what happened to the spus, to the merit of Birkas Kohanim? How could the Chorban have happened? How could October 7th have happened? Was Birkas Kohanim a bracha levatala? I want to suggest two possible explanations, and perhaps they even work concurrently. Number one, it must be that we really messed up badly. It could be that we sunk so low in the times of the Korban, and as painful as it is to admit it, we again sunk low. The events leading up to October 7th, that the consequences of our actions far outweigh any merits that we get from Birkas Kohanim. And number two, on the positive side, it seems that the powerful spus of Birkas Kohanim is still with us in some way. It's just in the form of hidden miracles. I shared many of the hidden miracles of the war in Gaza during the Chabura, but I'll share one more that recently happened to me. I was helping to organize a volunteer mission in Eretz Yisrael, doing our part to try and help with the war efforts. Balbatim had joined from Eretz Yisrael and from really all over Chutz La'aretz. And one of the opportunities we had was to visit Tel Hashomer Hospital, to visit soldiers who had been injured. And one of the Balbatim who was with us, Dr. Jonathan Silverberg from Chicago, he was concerned. He said to me, he's a Kohen. Where is it safe for him to go in the hospital? I said, I don't really know. It's not Yerushalayim. They don't necessarily set the same kinds of protections in Tel Aviv area. Although it is a rehab hospital, it's not such an issue. I said, you know what? There are some of the rooms have these little backyard porches where you could essentially stand outside the hospital, not covered by anything, and you could interact with the people in those rooms. And this way you'll be able to visit without any concerns. So Dr. Silverberg, along with some of the other Kohanim, they went to this particular area to visit those Chayalim. He meets a Chayal named Aviram, who was missing part of his left arm. And Aviram was telling him the story of what happened. He said he had volunteered for a particularly difficult mission of helping to clear mines. He's in a truck, a vehicle of sorts that helps to clear the mines. And unbeknownst to him, a terrorist had aimed an RPG right at him. And he's sitting there, I guess his hands on the vehicle, and the terrorist fires the rocket at him. And again, he doesn't know what's happening. But for some unknown reason, he decided to lean back. And all that was left was his left arm forward. And at that very moment, the rocket came and took off his left arm instead of taking off his entire body. And he had no doubt that this was a nace, this was a miracle, that Hashem had saved him. And as he's going through the story, and his sister is there as well, Dr. Silverberg asks him, Aviram, by any chance, is your mother's name Ziva? He says, yeah. How could you possibly know that? So Dr. Silverberg reaches into his pockets and virtually pulls out a piece of paper that says Aviram ben Ziva. He says, ever since October 8th, a number of us who are learning Torah, we volunteered to get names from soldiers to be matched up with soldiers so we can learn Torah for you and to pray for you. And I've had your name in mind every single day since October 8th. So they embraced, and Aviram has, although he was not observant before October 7th, he has now accepted Shabbos and mitzvahs upon himself. Imagine that. We had hundreds of people in our group. We could have visited any hospital. Within the hospital, there were many, many rooms. And because he was a Kohen, he happened to go to that room, and Aviram happened to be in that room, and he's the guy he happens to be davening for. Yes, we messed up big time. Yes, we are suffering. Yes, we are struggling. But Kadosh Baruch Hu keeps reminding us that he loves us. He still keeps reminding us that he's holding our hand and he won't let go, no matter how far we slip away. I once heard an amazing concept from Rabbi Bryks from England, Zechron Lebracha. He wondered that in light of the fact that we're back in Eretz Yisrael, and there seem to be so many miracles, are we still in a Zman Galus? Or are we perhaps starting a Zman Geula? And Rabbi Bryks suggested that we're in a Zman Nisayon, that we're on trial. That Hashem is reaching his hand down to us, waiting for us to grab hold of him. Unfortunately, we have many chesronos, many mitzvahs to work on, many midos to work on. This Tisha B'Av, let's pick one thing. Let's pick one real change to make in our lives. Let's grab onto our Father's hand and never let go again. And may this be the last time that we ever let go. And B'ezras Hashem, there won't be a need for another Tisha B'Av. Kinna Yud
Kol berama nishma, berama nishma. Rachel mevaka al